Okay, maybe you'll be back. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm talking here. Whenever you start rolling in again, when you start rolling in again, if you can, let me know if there's any sound. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? I hope you come back. We were having a great conversation. I don't even know what we were saying. What were we saying? 5 out of 5. You hear me? Good. Sorry about that, everyone. We'll get ramped up again. There's 6 of you back again. Sorry about that. Everybody can hear us? Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Success. Now, what were we talking about? I don't even remember. What were we talking about? What? Still no sound? Everybody else says they can hear me. Are you kidding? Nana's texting me. Yes, I think you kicked a connection. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Nana has to say. Enable chat. I can hear. You can hear. What were we talking about a second ago, Rua? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Can anybody tell me what we were talking about? Good. I'm sorry. So I have a different mic over here that I didn't even have plugged in. I was using the mic in the webcam. If anybody can tell me what we were talking about, that would help me as well. She has to close out of that window and go to a new one. I'll text her real quick. Does anybody remember what we were talking about?
Fly traps?
Fly traps. Are we talking about fly traps? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Close out of that window. I'm texting Nana that window, and there is a new stream. Sorry. Okay. We don't know where. Silent Night, what were you on about? I don't know. Well,
we were talking about the bathroom remodel. We mentioned fly traps.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be starting the bathroom. You don't want to put that on YouTube?
I do want to, but I don't want to do video after video. It'll take me a few days to, do it.
I feel like it'll take like a couple week video.
Yeah, it'll probably be a couple weeks. I had to exit and enter through the new feed. Sound is up now. No, we haven't remodeled our bathroom. We're going to. We emptied out all the stuff today of it. We didn't. Who did?
I did.
Actually, the kids helped a little bit.
Yes, the kids. Me and the kids did. We emptied out all the stuff, and then I went to Walmart, and I totally bought a shelf. I'm gonna put this together.
This is for our other bathroom that I remodeled. I did remodel our other bathroom last year. So what I did was I took the tub that was in there out. I put a shower pan in there. I did my own shower pan.
I don't want to do that. Are you?
No, I'm not gonna do that. She wants a soaking tub. Prepping for second wave. Oh yes.
Yes. I want to do a little bit more prepping.
Yeah. So I don't know how much prepping, we have to do kind of thing. I mean, I feel like the garden and the property itself are our preps. I feel like that is the case to a certain degree, but I think you can do some things, but
yes, we are starting that bathroom model very soon.
Yeah. So, it's,
I can't take the bathroom anymore.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the bathroom, but I just don't like the bathroom.
But she wants a soaking tub, a big soaking tub, so she can, kung flu. So that she can, sit in it after work and, soak and stuff like that. I'm not much of a tub, bath guy, but tubs can be very helpful for your preps because you can put water in there. Excuse me. You can put water in there to, save some water. Stay prayed up and prepped up. Yep.
That is a good motto. I like that motto.
Yeah, like TP. We wish that we would have prepped with a swimming pool, apparently.
I know I think I talked about that last week, that there were no swimming pools. I just kind of given up on the swimming pool, and we've messaged people for a pond, but everyone's so busy.
Yeah, I messaged one person. So I'd like a natural swimming pool, a natural, swimming pond, whatever kind of thing. And I messaged one guy about it this year. Anyway, I messaged one guy about it this year, and he hadn't messaged me back. I asked him if he knew about a natural swimming pool, and he said he'd do some research on it, but I still haven't heard anything from him.
No jets, no TV in the bathroom for me. I'll just take the soaker. I know we just got the shelf at Walmart. I went today and it's not all the way stocked back and the weights are all gone. I don't know. It's very strange. I was lucky to find a bathroom shelf and another shelf.
Tubs are awesome for scalding hogs.
There will be no scalding hogs in this tub.
That metal tub that we scalded that hog in, it had some little some of those stickers, some of those adhesive things in there. But yeah, the natural ponds are really cool, and one of the reasons I want that instead of a traditional pool is because you've got to buy chemicals. There goes. Is that Sherlock or Moriarty?
I think it's Sherlock, which I'm not sure how he's still saying.
Anyway, you've got to buy chemicals, and that's not a long-term solution kind of thing. Can hear you now? Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear us, Val. Rua bought a little kiddie pool early in the year, but it was one of those that you have to blow up. And our dog thinks he's one of our kids, Toby, and he goes and plays, and I think he tore it up.
I don't know. So. I know we're preppers and want preppers, but I want an above ground pool.
You want an above ground pool and a natural pool? Or you don't even care about a natural pool?
No, I do care about the natural pool. I just want.
How come you don't care about what's important to me?
I do. Just get a pool. Just get something we can swim in.
Well, you can swim in each other's love.
In each other's love.
Do it again. You gotta do it a second time.
I didn't.
We gotta give him a show. Huggy Bear made his own pond. So we could dig our own pond, but our backhoe tractor thing, the backhoe is just a little rinky-dink in some ways. You slap happy?
I think so. I've worked all day. I'm so tired. I'm on an 11-day vacation from work. I'm very excited. But then I started all these house projects. Yeah,
so there's how many days are you taking off? Is it 3 days you're taking off that she arranged it kind of thing? So,
but my boss let me have 11 days off, but I'm just taking 3 days off.
So I guess she worked, your last day was Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. You were home Saturday.
Yes, I was home yesterday. Yeah. I don't even know what day it is.
So, yeah. So she's off Saturday and then 7 days. That makes 8. Usually 1 and 7 make 8, right?
Okay.
And then I guess 3 more days, and then you'll work at the end of next week, probably. So,
so I'm pretty excited that I get a break from my place of employment, though I appreciate them very much, and I absolutely love my job.
I'm on a vacation too, from my problems.
Anyway.
Taking a vacation from
my problems. I
love
that movie. Does anyone know that? What about Bob?
No. It was a quiz.
Oh.
You ruined it.
I ruined the quiz. My bad.
What about Bob? That's hilarious.
That's a good movie.
Have you watched it? I really like when I eat food. I'm going to go to a friend's house later this week, and whenever I'm going to say it, I'm going to say, oh, that's so when you're eating food. I don't want to give away where we're going, but I really love that scene.
Is it going to be on a YouTube thing?
We'll probably end up filming some when we go to our friend's house. But yeah, we don't get invited many places anymore because we've got 4 kids and we're dirty farm people.
We're dirty farm people. We used to go to places. We used to go, but then we started having more kids, and people were like, and then we couldn't even because what was it? They were all so little, and we just couldn't pay attention.
When you have little kids, and you go to spend some time at somebody's farm or house and stuff, then you can't really, spend time with them. You've got to run after your kids, and you can't really.
Maybe other people could, but we couldn't do it.
Yeah,
well, maybe other people were really great at that.
Maybe we were helicopter parents.
I am I really
You were.
do.
But
I feel like I am still a little bit.
The thing is, when you're at somebody's house, you don't want your kids, destroying their things. So anyway, so we try not to take them, sometimes to that, but maybe take 1 or 2.
But they're getting older, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but they still don't listen very well sometimes.
Dig a big hole, put an old mining belt down, overlapping, drop the filter hoses from above ground pool on the side. Yeah.
Nothing like military school. Well, the thing is, in natural pools, a lot of them, what they say is online that you have to have a like a membrane, a liner or something like that. But we have clay soil here, so you don't have to have a liner. It'll hold the water in. So that'll save some money on it, which is cool. But
I don't know.
But Rue is afraid stuff is going to accumulate in there and all that stuff. Does anybody in here have any experience with a natural pool? If I could have my dream home and place, it would be every fruit tree that would grow here. And I would have an earth ship. I like earth ships, because they will, gather rainwater. You get your own. They're like sufficient,
cool.
And I would have a natural pool on it as well, because natural pools are pretty cool. And then you can, if you make it big enough, Huggy Bear is a YouTuber, I guess. Has a.
We'll have to check out.
He knows about natural pools. But if you make the natural pool big enough, swimming pond, whatever, then you can also put fish and stuff in there. But you can't put too much in there, because then that throws off the balance, and it won't be,
There's a couple of things about the natural pool, but there's not a lot. I feel like, because we've watched several.
There
things.
There's some stuff, but
there's some stuff,
and there's people who've built them, kind of thing. And there's articles on Mother Earth News, Weed 'em and Reap, that big channel that's in Arizona, I guess it is. They're on a 1 acre, plot. They've got a natural pool, I think.
Well, maybe I should go back and look at YouTube again with it.
An outside goldfish pond, a koi pond kind of thing. Yeah. You wouldn't want to swim with a bunch of fish? Have you ever swam in the ocean or the lake?
I'm with you, Deb. I just want my water clear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want piranhas in there that bit me.
I don't know if I want to swim with fish poop.
Yeah,
not a big deal.
You don't want to sleep with the fishes.
Have y'all seen
this?
Yes, those. What are those?
Well,
people?
Those are people like in the woods and stuff like. Brown people? You seen brown people who do that?
I don't
want to be racist. Look, is it racist? Remember that thing on Seinfeld? Whenever in Seinfeld he talks about loving, Asian people, and then he asks, "Is it racist if you like the race?" I like brown people. I don't know, but those anyway. Those things are pretty cool. Don't swim with snapper turtles. Oh yeah, Micah McKee can tell you about that. You know what? For me, of course you recognize. I think you got to break down walls with some of those things. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have a problem with people. I think those people who do that, those indigenous people who do that, I think that's a really cool thing. Many years ago, you loved it. I've been some shows about pools, and there's some plants that you can put in. Yes, that's exactly it. Those are Chad. That's the natural pool that does that. Hey, Brett and Cindy, I didn't see you here. Let's see. There was something else. Install Rue a soaker tub outside, and I wouldn't want fish nibbling my nuggets.
Just don't swim with a snapper turtle.
Yeah, I swim in Kentucky Lake. It's all good. I know. But Kentucky Lake can be kind of gross some places. But there's some places that you can swim in the water and it's super clear, and there's fish in there and you can see that. And then somebody said something about saltwater pool. There are saltwater pools, but I had a friend in California who had a. Did you hear the noise back there? Rue wants to take care of it. I had a friend who had a saltwater pool in California. It's supposed to be easier maintenance, but it was still a lot of maintenance. You had to filter it. You had to do all these things. The only thing that you might need for a natural pool is maybe a little aerator, but I don't even think you really need that. You just have to have a plant zone, and it's got to be 50% of the area at least. It has to have plants in there that will filter the water, kind of thing. Don't swim Lake Cumberland. Is that where you're near, Lake Cumberland? That's cool. So we're near Land Between the Lakes, which is Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. which is Tennessee River. Kentucky Lake is part of Tennessee River, and Barkley Lake is part of Cumberland River. And there's a LBL over here, which is a really cool area. Are you up? We aren't off grid. Saltwater sucks, Chad. Okay. You have an in-ground pool. You like it, but they've got so much maintenance. Do you have somebody maintain your pool, Deb, or do you do it yourself? And then ours is underneath these trees, and they get stuff in there. I just found your channel tonight. Shipmate said we aren't off grid. We want to be off grid. We're on the grid right now, but we're growing our own food, and we have all sorts of animals and garden and stuff like that. But we are on the grid right now, and we appreciate it. But we're not there yet. But that is a goal. I would really like to be completely off grid. So the Cumberland is very polluted. Oh, man, I hate that. Kentucky Lake has got some pollution, and we've got here those grass carp. Have you ever heard of those grass carp? That they bow fish for. They've kind of been invasive and stuff. Anyway, above ground pool, 18-foot round. It's not much maintenance at all. I'm a single guy, so I do it all myself. We had a 20-foot one last year. It's not tons of maintenance, but it does require some chemicals, and I don't like it. That much. And then, it's kind of under some trees, so it gets the leaves in there. And then we get in it a lot, so that helps, make it dirtier, kind of thing. I don't want to do it. So every year, Rua, says she wants a pool. I'm not much of a, swimmer. I don't do it that much, but she wants a pool. And every year she asks for it and says she'll take care of it. And then I end up taking care of it. I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to take care of it. Those Asian carp, they're pretty horrible. You're up by Katie's. Yes, we're pretty close to Katie's. Katie's is on the other side of LBL. So we're on, what side would that be? I don't know. But it's on the other side. Daniel, my lettuce keeps flopping badly in this heat. I've used shade cloth, but they are struggling. Yeah. I don't think that you can do much about the lettuce vintage vibes. I don't really think that there is. It's just a cold weather plant. But if anybody else knows, shade cloth might help a little bit. Maybe keeping it really, really moist. But I don't really think that you can. I don't think that you can do much about it. Yeah, we had a zip line. We've moved that zip line since, but we had a zip line. Chad came by whenever he was bringing all sorts of mulch, and the kids would zip line into the pool. So that was pretty cool. Try to send a like of YouTube video on how a link of YouTube on video on how to build a natural pool. Yeah, there's some good stuff on there, but unless we're going to do it ourselves, I've got to send it, get somebody else to do it. So I might, if you sent that link to me, I'll try to point it out to that guy who asked about it. I hadn't got any response back about it yet, but I think he's covered up. He's busy. Near Breaks Interstate Park, shared by Kentucky and Virginia, known as Grand Canyon of the South. Oh, that sounds really neat. Breaks Interstate Park. That's really cool. I've not heard of that. Let's see. Is there anything else that I missed? So you guys would be interested in some of my remodeling videos? It's not really what my channel is about so much, but I don't mind doing a few of them. You live in the mountains, shipmate. You live in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. Not much flat land here. Yeah, it's kind of rolling here. There is some flat, but there's some rolling as well. Let's see. I think I've got everything. It's awesome how he does that with just a stick. Like, oh yeah, those pools. That's very cool. Yeah, that is really cool. Some of the things that they can do like that is just, really, amazing that they do this. I don't know. The ground must be, softer there kind of thing. I don't know, but maybe they're just harder workers. Lots of white water rafting there. Yeah. I should jump in. So yes, that's the only reason I would use the pool, not for swimming or playing as much. The kids love it, to entertain the kids, but Rua likes being in the pool. I got in it like every night to cool down, but I can also just take a cold shower, which is fine, to do. like that. So yeah, I'd show a little bit. Because part of the way that I would sell it. Hey, where have you been?
Parenting duties.
Part of the way I would sell it is that what we do is trying to be self-sufficient and take care of things, and I think that's what homesteading is, don't you? For me, it's trying to be as self-sufficient as possible and really kind of do it kind of thing. Yeah. Y'all won't think less of me when you see our disgusting bathroom at the very beginning.
I would show the before picture. I mean the after picture first.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate it. It's embarrassing in some ways. I don't like it, but it's livable. I mean, we're not fancy people at all.
I think I can probably tell that.
Can you tell we're not fancy? Oh man.
That is all said. The children decided to. I don't understand
what
why
they do.
So
I heard you start the shower for a second.
I guess they're just not behaving in the bathroom, and then they took the piece of chalk and on the white sink. Yeah, they're just having a hard time.
You want me to go take care of it? You talk for a minute. Rua will clean for a week before you. Yeah, I always have to clean before I do anything in the kitchen. A lot of times I didn't do super everything tonight, but we got a candle going back here. There's our dishes and the dish drainer. Can you see that? This is a little diffuser that's over here. This is the thing that Rua bought today that we've got to assemble because we're all going to be moving into one bathroom. So when I did the last bathroom, the first thing Rua did was take everything out of there, take it all out of there. And I'm like, are you sure? It might be a little while. And it's like, okay, I took it all out of there. And then we were all using one toilet and, 6 of us, one bathroom, one toilet. And I was like, I told you, and it took me a while to do it. I was dragging my feet. I wasn't very motivated. And I said, this time, why don't we take everything out except for the toilet so I can do everything else and then take the toilet out last whenever we, just need to take the toilet out. So glad to see the red can of coffee. Yeah, that actually is like, oh yeah, that's coffee. Over here is another red can. That's where we keep our compost. It's kind of smelly in there, putting eggshells and stuff. But this time we'll keep the toilets so we can have 2 toilets until I just have to take it out to do, flooring and other things like that. But, we could, and we thought about hiring somebody to help us do some of those things. But for me, which I'm not against anybody hiring it. For me, I wanted to learn how to do some of these things because it's, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, trying to learn how to do it yourself. And so I wanted to know how to do it, but he just got a vacuum, named him Freddie. I think that would be destroyed in a day. Our giant schnauzer loves going after things like that. What? You don't know what to do with rabbit poop? That stuff's gold. I don't do everything. I made some compost tea with some rabbit poop. I've seen your garden. You got you can do a lot with that. Just scoop it out and do it. I actually don't do a whole lot with it. I'm just kind of letting it build up until it's time. You got one of those Roombas too, daughter of states' rights. So somebody said that that the next thing that's going to be like TP is coffee. That coffee is going to be the next, when toilet paper was kind of scarce, that, next thing is going to be toilet paper because in the, the places where they grow this coffee, they're not able to do some of the work and they're not able to import and export it. So it's going to be a little while. So you got to do that. Pine Haven, yes. Rabbit poop is a cold manure. So a lot of the things, get hot, it'll, spoil your plant. You can just put it right there beside. Your, plants, and it'd be fine. You don't have to mix it in the soil. You just put it right on top. I've heard that you can, pay for your feed basically with the rabbit poop sometimes. But yeah. Hair dye is going to be the next thing. Yeah, so stock up on. So Nana's got a bunch. Maybe I shouldn't tell people about Nana's stockpiles of coffee. We might get raided for our coffee.
Yeah.
Nana's got a bunch that she'd share with us, but you don't want to mess with Nana. So
No, you don't.
yeah. So and especially Nana's coffee. But we might need to stock up on some coffee. I heard the coffee was the next thing, like toilet paper. But I don't drink coffee, so
Oh, I do.
it's no skin off my back if we don't have any coffee.
Walmart's closed now.
I need coffee now. I need to go buy some coffee. That's funny. All right. Well, what's Nana got? She's got nothing.
A robot vacuum. Yeah, right. That would the kids would.
Joe, Vintage Vibes, and Daughter Safe Rides both said that they had one, and Joe said she named hers Freddie.
I think that would be cool, except for the fact that my kids would.
Good night, Chad. Glad you're here.
I know, baby. I'm tired.
Yeah, we're tired too. Yeah, we're tired too. So I think we're gonna get off here, but. Hey, anytime you have any questions or whatnot, you can email those to me, whatever, or just get them ready for our next live stream. Just jot them down and set your alarm so you can be here. But we appreciate that. I enjoy chatting with you and letting you know more about us and letting you know things that are going on here. We're gonna get to work on these things soon. Are you kicking my leg, telling me to hush? She's kicking my leg, telling me to hush. So we gotta go. I love you guys. Appreciate it.
I'm tired.